The next demo that I have available for you here shows how you can take scripted control of the media element. As you'll notice, I've turned off the controls of my video element here and basically re-implemented all the functionality of the controls bar and even a little bit more. So I'll come in and start playing the video. And as the video proceeds, you'll notice that there's a scrubber here that's updated based off of the current time of the video. The time is also reported over here in these elements. I can pause the video. I can play the video and even stop it. Now, if I play it again, I can also fast forward the video and rewind. I can go to the end of the video and the beginning. And I can also take control of the volume and sound. So here I can bring the volume down quite a bit, and I can bring it up, and I can even mute the sound. On top of that, bring that sound slider to about there, I can change the speed of the media. So here I can make it go even faster. So there's quite a bit of functionality being exposed within these elements. And so now I'll show you how you can interface with the media API in order to make all this happen. Now, something that's interesting to keep in mind as you're looking at this, while I'm just working with the video element for this demo, everything that I'm doing in JavaScript is applicable to the audio element as well. So before we get into the script, let's take a moment and look at the markup required in order to make all this happen. So here's the HTML for this sample. And to start off, I'm declaring a video element. And all of this code is pretty much the same as what you've seen thus far. There's really no difference. I've got an MP4, an OGG, and a WebM files all being loaded into the video element. Underneath the video element, I have an input type range that acts as the scrubber for the video. And right next to that, I've got a couple spans that can show the remaining time and the total time of the video. Then I have my command buttons. I have one for play, pause, stop, begin, rewind, fast forward, and end. Those are all just regular input buttons. Then I have another range, which is used for controlling the volume of the video. Now notice I have a minimum value of 0, a maximum value of 1, and the step value is 0.1. So when you're working with volume, the maximum value is 1, and any value in between 0 and 1 gives you the incremental volume value. And then I have a button just to mute and unmute the volume. And finally, a range element that handles the playback rate. Here the minimum value is 1, the maximum value is 4, the starting value is 1 because I want it to be going at basically 100% or just the normal rate, and the step value is 1. Now there's no real actual maximum that you have to put on this input type. I just put it as 4 because going any further than that, it really makes the video somewhat unwatchable. But depending on how you want to set it up, you can put whatever value you need to in there for the max. And one last thing I want to point out that I did mention in the beginning, but notice here within the video element, there's no declaration for controls. So I've turned off the controls and made it so that the only way you can control this video is through JavaScript. Now in your implementations, you may want to make an affordance on the screen with play buttons and stop buttons and things of that nature. Or perhaps you're just controlling it in script, maybe in the context of a game or a presentation, where other controls or events are the items that are controlling the media. So it's completely up to you. All right, let's take a look at the JavaScript.